Here are 7 Valentine's Day mistakes and how to avoid them. Number 7. Being in a relationship with a woman. But if you insist on doing that, number 6. Thinking the gift will make or break the day. Every woman dreams of waking up on Valentine's morning, running downstairs and finding presents under the Valentine's tree. But it's not as important as retailers want you to think. We all know that if you have a girlfriend for long enough, eventually she'll expect a reward for having not died in the last year. Also known as a birthday present. But a Valentine's gift is different because rather than celebrating her, you're celebrating the beating heart of your relationship. And also that Amazon does same-day delivery. The gift is an extension of the spirit of the day as a whole, not the centerpiece of it. Besides, nothing you can buy will have a meaningful impact if what you buy doesn't represent something special about the history of your relationship. And if you've just started dating her, don't worry. You can't go wrong with flowers, because there's nothing a beautiful woman loves more than seeing something else beautiful age faster than she is. Number 5. Thinking it's all about money. It's a common myth that how much money you spend on Valentine's Christmas is a reflection of how much you love the woman you're with, when it's actually just a reflection of not yet being monetized on YouTube. This leads some men to stress that they won't be extravagant enough. But before diving headfirst into credit card debt, take a moment to consider what your girlfriend actually likes. Is she a hopeless romantic who adores grand gestures, or does she appreciate the simplicity of intimate moments? You don't want to get this wrong, because there's nothing worse than planning a big, extravagant Valentine's Day gesture for a woman. Seriously, there's nothing worse. But if she actually does require an extravagant surprise, and you're worried that you're not creative enough to think of any good ideas within your budget, luckily, we have AI to assist us. And you can now use something like ChatGPT to give you a ton of ideas on how to find a less annoying girlfriend. Number 4. Not making the day feel special. Valentine's Christmas is supposed to feel like an exceptional day for your lady, but it's far too easy to let it feel like you're just going through the motions and waiting for it to be over. So to her, it barely feels different to any other date night. Trust me, if you want Valentine's Day to actually feel special to her, you need to stop being lazy and really make an effort to treat her badly on every other day of the year. That way, by contrast, Christmas Day is guaranteed to feel like a special occasion. Number 3. Thinking everything has to be new. A lot of guys have the opposite problem to the last one. They stress themselves out trying to think of a brand new activity or a once-in-a-lifetime gesture to make Valentine's Day special. But it can be quite difficult to think of new romantic ideas if you've been together for a long time, especially if you're now married, so you've already played the proposal card. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the answer isn't to just repeat the same thing every year. But what's actually really romantic is recreating special moments from the past that happened organically, where you took her on that first date, where you first told her that you love her, or even recreating the moment you first realised that you wouldn't meet a woman better than her. I mean, if that doesn't make her smile, then maybe just recreate a moment you actually had with your wife. Number 2, failing to plan ahead. A stress-free Valentine's Day requires careful planning. All the best venues are sometimes booked up weeks in advance, chocolates are sold out, and do you even know where to get a dozen roses? Don't be one of those guys that leaves it until the 12th or even the 13th of February. If you want to avoid the last-minute stress, do yourself a favour and leave it no later than the 7th of February to break up with her. That way, when you text her on the 15th of February, she'll just think it's because spending Valentine's Day alone made you realise how much you love her. Whew. Safe for another year. And number 1, not enjoying the day. Come on, it's Valentine's Day. It's meant to be about both of you. Enjoy the fact that you have someone. Not everyone does. Because for every man in a relationship complaining about how Valentine's Day is an overly commercialised scam, there's a guy sat at home all by himself. But we can't all be that lucky, so just suck it up and enjoy what you have.